Breaking news this Sunday night, mayhem in Mexico.
Este domingo en un operativo.
Mexican army has killed powerful cartel boss El Mencho.
The Mexican army just killed El Mencho. The most wanted drug lord in the world is gone. But his death didn't end anything. It started hell on earth. Right now, February 23, 2026, Mexico is burning. Over 250 road blockades in 20 states. Cars, buses, supermarkets, banks torched. Airports in panic. Guadalajara, shots fired. Puerto Vallarta shut down. Tourists trapped. This is real. This is happening now. Stay with me. Here's exactly what went down and what's exploding next. Sunday, February 22, 2026. Special forces raid a hideout in Tapalpa, Jalisco, deep CJNG territory. Heavy shootout, grenades, machine guns. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, El Mencho, 59, hit bad. Captured alive, but dies in the helicopter on the way to Mexico City. Mexican Defense Ministry confirms this morning he's dead, plus 6 cartel gunmen down, soldiers wounded. El Mencho, fentanyl king, $15 million U.S. bounty, ran the most brutal cartel on the planet. Biggest win for the Mexican government in years. But the CJNG answered in minutes, total revenge mode. Hours after the death, the CJNG unleashes coordinated hell. Narco bloqueos everywhere, over 250 confirmed points across Jalisco, Michoacán, Guanajuato, Colima, and more. Burning vehicles blocking highways, black smoke covering the sky in Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. Supermarkets, banks, gas stations set on fire. At least 16 dead in Jalisco alone already. Airports hit hard. Guadalajara, passengers running, gunfire reported, 56 flights canceled, 35 delayed. Puerto Vallarta shut, United, Delta, Air Canada, American, all grounded. Tourists told to shelter in place, hotels locked down, schools closed, public transport stopped, cities turning into ghost towns. Cartel members telling reporters this is payback for the boss, and it could get way worse if the CJNG starts fighting over who takes the throne. Born poor in Michoacán, 1966, smuggled drugs into the U.S., got deported, came back, started as a hitman, took over the CJNG in 2010 after a bloody split, built an empire, fentanyl, meth, avocado extortion, fuel theft, torture, beheadings, acid baths, forced cannibalism in training camps. Thousands dead because of him. Low profile, deadly smart, lasted longer than most. Now he's gone, but the power vacuum is terrifying. CJNG could split, factions killing each other for control. Rivals like Sinaloa might rush in and grab territory. Mexican army pouring in more troops, but the violence is already spreading. Tourism dying in Jalisco, fentanyl still flooding north. Right now, more blockades and fires are being reported every hour. This could last days or turn into the biggest cartel war since 2015. But hold on. Let's zoom out and look at what's blowing up online and on the ground right now. Social media is on fire with this. TikTok and X are exploding with raw cell phone footage. People filming burning cars from their balconies in Guadalajara. Drone shots of black smoke over Puerto Vallarta highways. Panicked tourists posting shelter-in-place stories from hotel rooms. Memes are everywhere already. El Mencho finally took a helicopter ride jokes. Edits with dramatic music over the raid footage. Even people saying, Mexico just got a new fight boss DLC. But behind the memes, real people are terrified. In Michoacán, avocado farmers who paid extortion to CJNG for years are whispering, maybe now we breathe. Or maybe the new guys are worse. In Jalisco towns, families are locking doors, kids not going to school, neighbors sharing WhatsApp groups with safe routes to avoid blockades. This isn't just cartel war, it's everyday life grinding to a halt. Experts are weighing in fast. Former DEA agents on CNN and Fox are saying this is bigger than Chapo's arrest. El Mencho ran a military-style organization. Without him, expect fragmentation, but also hyper-violence as lieutenants fight for the crown. One ex-official just posted, "The fentanyl labs won't shut down overnight. They'll keep cooking while the bosses argue over who gets the profits." On the Mexican side, President Sheinbaum's administration is moving heavy. Thousands more troops to Jalisco and Michoacán. Checkpoints everywhere. Promises of total control. But critics are already calling it too late. The damage from today's fires and blockades is done, and the economy in tourist zones is tanking hard. Airlines are issuing refunds, hotels reporting mass cancellations. This could cost Jalisco millions in lost tourism in the next weeks alone. And if the violence spills to other states like Quintana Roo or Baja, Mexico's whole image as a safe destination takes another hit. Bottom line, El Mencho's death is a headline win, but the real war is just heating up on the streets, online, and in people's homes.
Now, let's talk about the US side, because this isn't just Mexico's problem. El Mencho and the CJNG were pumping massive amounts of fentanyl into America. We're talking billions of dollars worth, killing tens of thousands every year from overdoses. His death is a huge symbolic win for the Trump administration. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt posted right away, the U.S. gave intelligence support for the raid. She called El Mencho a top target, one of the biggest fentanyl traffickers hitting our homeland. President Trump designated the CJNG as a foreign terrorist organization last year, and his team is saying this shows real results from that pressure. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau tweeted, "This is a great development for Mexico, the U.S., Latin America, and the world. The good guys are stronger than the bad guys." They're framing it as proof that cooperating with Mexico works. No need for U.S. troops on Mexican soil, which Trump has threatened before. But here's the big question. Does this actually slow the fentanyl flood? Short answer, probably not right away. The CJNG labs are spread out, decentralized. They don't stop just because the boss is gone. Experts say production might dip for weeks or months while they reorganize, but the demand in the U.S. is massive. Desperate factions could even push more product to fund the power struggle. Overdoses could spike if supply gets chaotic and prices drop temporarily. The U.S. border agencies are already on alert. More seizures expected in the coming days as cartels rush shipments. Politically, this gives Trump ammo. He can say, "See, my tough talk and intel sharing worked." It eases some pressure on Mexico's President Sheinbaum to do more. But if violence keeps exploding and drugs keep coming, expect tariff threats or more military talk again. For everyday Americans, families who lost loved ones to fentanyl are celebrating this as justice. But the crisis doesn't end here. The labs keep running, the routes stay open, and the death toll continues unless the whole supply chain gets hit. This operation is a step forward for the U.S., but the fentanyl war is far from over. It's a reminder, one kingpin down doesn't mean the poison stops flowing north. El Mencho is dead, but Mexico is on fire because of it. Is this the end of the CJNG or the start of something worse? Drop your thoughts below. Does the cartel fall apart or come back stronger? What are you seeing on social media right now? Like if this hit hard, share it with anyone following the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll update this video live as things develop. Stay safe out there. More coming soon.